here at the Nexon Arena for more Bronze Challenger match of round one. So far, Stats on a tear. After winning 4-0 over Patience, he's gone 2-0 tonight over both Alive and Curious. Looking unstoppable right now, Wolf.
Yeah, he really, really is. Zoom in here on the middle. We see Curious, Bomber, Super, Billy over on the left. I mean, I don't know. I don't think so.
Keen's in the back there, you know.
I have very little confidence that anyone except Super, maybe I'll take this. They're going to pull Bomber out. Bomber is 1-0 this season, but he's been fielded one time, and what does that say? He actually won his match. He was the one who got the 3rd kill in a row, and he even nearly lost that one game in that TVT. I respect they sent him out here. He's going to play on Prion Terraces. He's going to try to take Stats out. But it's desperation right now for the Freaks. They needed Curious to win that game, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah, Prion Terraces the map, as you mentioned, and wouldn't be surprised to see him do kind of a wonky build, take out Stats. Stats looking so solid in every matchup right now. Already has 2 kills in a row. Before this, his average kill was 1.21, so you can expect him to get usually just 1 kill, but he gets a lot of 2 kills, 3 kills, and even all kills. So looking primed to do so as well tonight.
All right. I think he's got this, man. I think he's getting an all kill.
He's looking so confident in the booth, too. This is what he looks like after game 1, game 2 against Patience. Just unstoppable.
I got that all kill tingle on my elbow where I'm like, I know this is happening.
It's coming.
Bomber, you're dead, man. I see you.
Yeah,
you're going to try.
It's starting right now. Let's go into game 3. Stats versus Bomber. Up in the top left of Prion Terraces, in the red, it is Stats.
And to the bottom right in purple for the Afreeca Freaks, it is Bomber. Perhaps their most famous player, one of the big fan favorites, and early SCV coming out here.
Could it be
2-player map?
Could it be Wolf? Doesn't look like it. He is going in the direction of Stats' base for a scout.
Yeah. Looks like he just wants to get a super early scout off. We will see Stats do the same. I mean, he can't do anything secret now. The probe already saw him, so.
So it's going to be early scout with a what? Okay,
oh, he's actually doing it.
All right.
But Stats knows about this, and he's going to come in here with his probe in just a second and see this. He's going to see the gas as well. Now, knowing about this obviously doesn't necessarily save you. And this is going to give him a lot of scouting information. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Stats. It's not one of those builds where it's like, ha, I knew you were proxy reapering me, so now it just doesn't do anything. That's not actually how this works. It will find some damage. It will give him scouting information. There's a lot of transitions. This is not an all-in. This is not a cheese. Stats just confirming there's no CC saw, there's no barracks. And he knows what's up now. He's like, okay, well, I already know your SCV never came into my base. I know exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, he's like, let me check as well just to make sure you didn't take the other base. But, I mean, you've got 2 gas already, so I think he's just looking for the racks at this point. But it's just going to be 1 Reaper for now.
It is double gas, though, so he
Yeah.
can transition to factory back at home. I mean, there's a high chance of that. We might see like a Widow Mine follow-up with a drop or something like that. And here comes the first SCV. Could try to bunker, but I think this best option is really just try to use the SCV to buffer and try to get kills with that first Reaper. It's going to be very difficult to do so. There's the factory coming up. And he's going to eBay block the natural. This makes a lot of sense, but it's not going to do much against that Mothership Core, but it maybe keep the Mothership Core away so the Reaper can find more damage.
Yeah, it's actually going to delay this expand for a very long time. You saw Stats trying to come down here. Going to lose this probe now. Reaper already getting to work and can now begin to start kiting this Zealot. Looks like it just wants to go for kills here instead.
Yep, going to try to go for the gas probes because they're the furthest out, trying to kind of isolate them. But, oh, a snipe!
Whoa.
Look at Bomber's face! He knows his entire build is now essentially worth nothing. I mean, he needs every Reaper. He can't lose Reapers like that. He was just too close to the pylon. Uh-oh.
Well, Wolf, that begins to spark Bomber's plan D, where he goes for the float the barracks back and proxy a starport while you've got a factory at home.
He's going to go Cyclones. Yeah, look at that. Tech Lab coming up, Cyclone on the way. This starport will most likely be for Liberator, I would guess, but it could also be for Banshees. He's got a place to make an add-on there. Let me be totally frank with everybody. None of these plans are very solid, but I mean, hey, he's pretty desperate now. So let's see what he's going to make with that starport. Okay, Liberator is on the way.
Yeah.
There's a Stargate coming up for Stats, so that's going to be pretty good for him here.
I think Stats has read this very well. He knows there's no expand. He's like, okay, you really respect me. You're going for this crazy build. And I just need to be very prepared for it. Get out of Phoenix and just be ready. You see, Bomber hasn't even taken out this probe. I think that's a mistake. You've got a Cyclone back at home.
Well, he can't kill anything with it because he doesn't want to show his Cyclone. So he's like, I guess I just can't really kill this probe, or I have to show my Cyclone. Like, well, there's just like no win here. His best bet really would have been to kill it with the Reaper, but it's already on the other side of the map. There's no positives here for Bomber. He really needs a miracle in this game. He needs to actually find a crazy amount of damage.
He's double expanding in his base. He's just going to make every building possible in his base until he's got no more room.
Yeah, he's going to have to start like an armory in a second or something. I guess he doesn't even have an eBay yet because he had to cancel the one from before. Phoenix finds a Liberator, and well, this is the beginning of a sad, sad story.
He's going to try to fly away before it dies. Maybe get the Cyclone over there in time to stop this, but...
Cyclone's coming way too late. He reacted so slow, I think he's going to lose this.
Yeah, there it goes.
I can't even believe that. His Cyclone reaction is way too slow. The second Liberator needs to be canceled. I was about to say, does he want to lose 2 Liberators for this? Because he can if he doesn't cancel. Starport's on the way home, and there's a 20 supply lead for Stats.
Yeah, I wonder what the stats is. The follow-up is for Stats here. I think it's just make a bunch of units. You've already got Phoenixes, lift up a bunch of stuff, and just go kill them. Because obviously, Stim going to be very late with this kind of build, just making Reapers into teching into everything known to man and everything going wrong. Still hasn't landed any of his CCs. Looks like he's going to do that now.
He thinks he is. He's going to have to move this probe first. Oh, boy.
I think this is actually the first time he saw the probe.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Is he even going to get pylon blocked as a probe casually walks away?
Yeah, should get chased down by the Reaper, but this is just adding insult to injury at this point. It's like, let me delay it an extra 2 seconds.
This is, he needs more bunkers. He doesn't realize this is coming.
He just doesn't know. He's got nothing out on the map.
He is so dead.
He needs to get in the bunker. It looks like maybe the Reaper went down, but still not really going to help out. The Phoenix is coming in here.
He's losing, like a 5th of his army to a few Phoenixes lifting up Marines. Here comes the Shade, and say goodbye to that bunker. He's even going to go further to the ramp. Here we go, picking up the last of the Marauders. Yeah. That Cyclone doesn't even get repaired in time, and there you go. I could spell it for you guys. GG. The Stim is going to get canceled here as well. He's got nothing to repair that.
GG.
That's over. The most one-sided game I think I watched this season.
I might have to agree with you there, Wolf. Just every little thing going wrong for Bomber in that game. So unfortunate. You could tell like he wanted to bring out some really crazy G's and just throw Stats off hardcore to try to take a win and bring it back to Afreeca, but everything went wrong. The Reaper went down. Second Reaper got no damage. The Starport got hard countered by Phoenixes. The Cyclone did nothing. It was just a very painful game for Afreeca and Bomber fans.
Even if you think about from the very beginning, he just sent his SCV without hiding it, and it was scouted, and he's still committed to it. I mean, obviously, like I said before, it's not an all-in. It's not like you can't make this work after you've been scouted, but he lost that first Reaper because he was too aggressive with it. And everything else that we saw there, like the late Cyclone response to save the Liberator, that could have helped him hold that push off. He could have had more bunkers if he had anything to scout with, but like you said, he lost the Reaper. He was down 20 supply without anything even really happening in that game. So
and now, Wolf, we're going into Orbital Shipyard, the best Protoss map right now. And I think it's got to be Super. You're not going to send out Keen on this map. I think you go for a PvP, see if Super's got it in him.
Now, let's compare 2 players. One player just recently left Dead Pixels, not on a Kespa team yet, although I think he probably will find his way into one of those before round 2. His name is Patience, okay? Way more accomplished player in recent times. than Super, massively, okay? Super, like in the middle of last year, maybe we would have said he was better, but right now, Patience way better. Did not take a single game off stats. And yeah, he didn't play the best series either. He played a little bit of a few weak games here and there. Can Super even touch stats, though, in a PvP? Uh-oh, things are looking pretty dire here.
You know, if we were in Pro League, which we are, but if we had to make predictions on this game, let's say we saw the lineup and it was stats versus Super, you know, we'd all be going for stats.
Every single one. And I wouldn't even have the, like, risky Wolf vote where, no, it would be like 100% stats.
And that's just, you know, laying it on the line. It's pretty unfortunate. I think Super's got to come up with a bit of a wacky build himself. I don't want to see something like that where you're, you know,